Plyometric training is a method in which allows athletes to improve speed, power, and strength, which is key to success for many sporting athletes. Some athletes try to improve this by using forms of strength training with heavy weighted exercises such as a barbell or dumbbell exercises. The use of plyometrics allows the athlete to focus on speed and power components to make physiological changes and adaptations to the athlete's sport-specific ability. What strength training does not utilize is the stretch shortening cycle. This action allows for an eccentric contraction followed by an explosive concentric contraction. Although there is a specific sequence to the plyometric action, this is performed through a landing phase followed by amortization phase followed by a takeoff phase. The beginner box jump exercise is a basic yet effective exercise for developing power and strength. Although most athletes tend to go for a high box, it's much safer to start off with a smaller box. You still get the same effect. However, increasing the height of the box increases the intensity of the exercise. This exercise allows for a slight eccentric phase to pre-activate the muscles before a powerful concentric phase with the use of the arms to propel the athlete upwards to land with both feet planted on the box. Progressing from the box jump is a depth jump. This is slightly more technical than the box jump, as this requires the athlete to step off from a box and react quickly to hitting the floor to propel themselves as quickly as possible to a slightly bigger box. By increasing the drop height, the stimulus would have increased. Therefore, a greater effect in the eccentric phase due to the forces being applied from dropping. By increasing the eccentric stimulus, it creates a better overload of the stretch reflex. However, the height of the first box is important, as if it is too high, the stretch reflex will be too overloaded and will become detrimental to the athlete's performance. As the athlete reaches the floor from the first box, the eccentric phase has been overloaded. Following this is a reactive concentric phase, which occurs to propel the athlete onto the top of the box. The third and final progression to the depth jump is the weighted depth jump. This is being performed with added weight. The athlete in this video is using dumbbells. Other suggestions are weighted vests or ankle weights. Recent studies have suggested that post-activation potentiation makes the actin and myosin more sensitive to calcium that has been released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum, creating greater muscle force. However, this method may not improve jump height, but it should help create a greater sensitivity to muscle contractions. By exposing them to extra weight, it creates a greater overload of the stretch reflex. During the eccentric phase and when the weight is being dropped, the dramatic loss of weight should give the athlete sensation of jumping higher. The NSCA's guidelines have suggested that the beginner box jump at a low intensity should contain at least 24 foot contacts during a box jump exercise, with a 3-minute rest between each set. Due to the depth jump being an intermediate/advanced exercise, the NSCA suggests a longer rest period between each jump due to the intensity of the exercise being performed. Thank you for watching this introduction to plyometrics. I hope it has been insightful.